Welcome back to G-Ball Vision, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. Today we have an exciting unboxing to dig into. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed here to the channel. I'd love to have you hit that thumbs up button. It really helps push the video out there so more people have a chance to check it out. Let me know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. Love hearing from you and what you are carrying for the day. So this is something I decided to pick up on my own here. And this is coming from Asher Knives. Oh man, that is awesome. Thank you, dude. So I have been in love with this knife for several months now at this point. This is in my opinion, the reigning king when it comes to an entire package EDC fixed blade that is bringing the most value anywhere, in my opinion. And I told him how much I loved the color of these Coyote FDE style sheaths, and he was kind enough to send one in. Now, this is something I picked up myself, but if you've been following along, you'll remember that we checked out the Asher Lil Buddy previously, right? Why would I order a second one? Well, the reason is right there. We are looking at CPM 3V on this particular model. Now, the last time I looked, there was some variations of that knife still there, and I believe there was some S90v ones still there as well. So kind of whichever, you like. Do you like toughness or do you want edge retention type of a deal? Corrosion resistance and then edge retention. So you're kind of giving up a little something for the other. Extreme edge retention, extreme toughness. This has good edge retention. Not the best in the corrosion resistance department, but it's stone washed. You take care of it, it'll be just fine. I have plenty of 3V blades, and I've had no issues. S90v is going to be very corrosion resistant, have extremely good edge retention, just not the best in the toughness department, right? So that's why I had to, these just had to have come out very recently. And once I saw this was in 3V, it was a no-brainer to pick this knife up. These come in right around $100. I'll link Asher's website down below, and you can head over there and check out everything he has to offer. Oh, that's going to look so good. Oh, man. With the black clip and the black hardware, yeah, that's going to look like absolute money. I wonder if, oh, they all fit. Okay, I mean, it makes sense, but you know how tolerances are. So the Asher Lil Buddy here, I call this the best value, the best EDC fixed blade on the market for a multitude of reasons. It's not just because of the fixed blade and the design. The design of this knife is fantastic. You have just enough handle here to have a comfortable full grip, and that is exactly all you want and all you need on a true EDC fixed blade. I want to be able to get my whole hand on there, and that's it. And I want to be comfortable. Now, of course, depending on the size of your hand, that's going to vary. I wear an XL glove, and I fit very comfortably on here. There's even a little bit left to spare. So if you do have a little bit bigger, thicker fingers, thicker hands, you're going to possibly fit on there as well. Nice row of jimping here. It just locks you in. Great sharpening choil. And then this fantastic drop point blade. Full flat grind, going to be nice and tough as far as the grind is concerned. And then we are looking at contoured G10 handles. Now, a little bit different style than the S90v version. Here we have contoured with texture. Here we have contoured with kind of a I don't know if I'd call it a light, I guess a light texture. Very reminiscent of some excellent G10 that we've seen from various companies over the years. Some very high quality stuff. Full tank construction is of course something you want to look for. Very simple construction on the handle. We have 2 pins on the front and 2 torques on the back, and that holds everything together nice and snug. Now if you're going to ask, do these scales switch from knife to knife or model to model? I don't know. I'm going to assume and say possibly. I don't want to say definitively one way or the other. I'm going to assume they do, because all that's different, I think, is the blade steel. So should fit, but there's a chance that they won't as well. So all that wrapped into one, you have a great price point, and now you have 2 different steels to choose from, and 2 of the finest steels in the knife industry, S90v and 3V. They're 2 of the most respected and well-proven steels in the game. And we are looking at just over a 7-inch blade, 7-inch knife total. Like 7 1/16. We're looking at 3 inches of cutting edge, 3 1/4 of total blade. So it is a perfect size. It's not too small, it's not too large, it's not too thick, it's not too long. It's a great size. I'm telling you, from years and years of experience and buying fixed blades now, is what I feel like what is good for me is going to be good for every single person. No, I know that it's not going to fit every single person's preferences, but there are things that, I look for in a fixed blade. And I have spent hundreds, probably thousands of dollars at this point on trying different fixed blades out and seeing what works and what doesn't work. And not that there aren't other fixed blades that do work, but do they work to the highest extent possible? And that's the ultimate quest that I've been on. This fixed blade comes with every single thing you would need to put this in your pocket right out of the box. It's got this Alti style clip here, and it works really well. It goes down in the pocket nice and deep. You have just this little bit of handle poking out, which is perfect. If you want a pocket EDC fixed blade, this is going to just do the job and do it very well. Comes with this nice slim taco sheath, and that's precisely what you want for as minimal as you can get. When you start adding lashing points on this side, kind of like a pancake style sheath, then it starts getting wide and bulky. It's not thick for no reason. Nice ramp to push off. It sits in the pocket very well. It's not overly heavy. Just extremely well done. Nice drainage hole here for any water, anything that were to get in here. That is your drainage hole. Just an excellent design. Excellent materials, excellent price point. And just to be clear, I get nothing if you go and pick one of these up. I am raving about this fixed blade, these fixed blades, because they are that damn good for the money. I've tried lots of different companies, lots of different fixed blades, all kinds of different sizes, from as small as something like the Candiru from Essie, and just to keep it in the same company, all the way up to like an SE4, and of course an SE4 is way too large. A Candiru can get the job done, but it's a little small, it's a little thick, the sheath is lacking, there's just things that are lacking with certain fixed blades that you either have to modify or just it's not going to get it done. you know, and you have to continue adding different things. And before you know it, you've spent $150 on a $80 fixed blade. Well, you know, or $100 on a fixed blade and another another 50 on other clips or sheaths or whatever it might be. And I can tell you, depending on what you were to get, having a custom Kydex sheath done or a custom leather sheath done is not going to be cheap. And, you know, mounting options range from scout straps can probably be picked up around 12 to 15 bucks. Alti clips, I believe, going to start around the same price point. So you're talking about adding 50 to 70 bucks if you need a sheath and mounting option on top of your fixed blade. And sometimes you'll have a sheath that is knocked out of the park and a mounting option that is knocked out of the park, but the knife just doesn't do the job. You know, in one way or another, it doesn't fit the bill. I've had so much trouble with knives that are either too thick, the knife itself, the handle is too thick or bulky and I don't like it. The knife is too tall and I don't like it. It's too long and I don't like it. Or you have a great fixed blade and the sheath is utterly horrible. The mounting option that comes with it, if it does come with a mounting option, is horrible. So I'm just trying to put this out there, you know, if anyone is on a fixed blade journey, just to try to help you out. Now, here's a representation. I love this fixed blade, and it came with this clip. It came with this sheath. I have to say, for what you're spending on the knife, it's a pretty damn good setup out of the box. The clip is not bad. The fixed blade is awesome. This is a CRKT Razel. This is more of a scraping and, you know, slicing style knife than anything. It's got a chisel ground edge, but the sheath is lacking here. I think it's a little too bulky for this size of fixed blade. You know, you can fit this sheath in here and have a ton of room to spare, and the Asher is the same size or bigger. So, you know, the sheath is just massive for no reason. I get they want the ability to have it lashed in different areas, and I get that, but I would seriously rather, you know, it be slim for an EDC fixed blade. Now, this is more of a work style fixed blade, but there's tons of pancake sheaths out there like this that just, if you want to put this in your pocket or even on your belt as a scout carry, things can just be too bulky. So I just wanted to bring this out there. I love this knife. I think the sheath is fine. The clip works well. You know, it's a good package. It's just, I wouldn't put this in my pocket. It's too big of a profile. I don't enjoy putting this in my pocket. This has been, the Asher Lil Buddy has been the most enjoyable fixed blade to put in my pocket, no question, and put in my hand. And then when you look back and look at the price, it's just like, man, I wish these weren't out when I started my journey years and years ago, but it's like, man, I wish this exact knife had come out back then. It would have saved me a lot of time and money and effort into finding, you know, the perfect fixed blade for me, is how I should word it. And I feel like what I'm looking for in my fixed blade, to be very picky on every part of the fixed blade itself. You know, all the things I want, I think most people are going to want that are looking at an EDC fixed blade. That's where we got to box this in, an EDC fixed blade. Now, some people will say this is probably too large for them for an EDC fixed blade. Well, in that case, really, you're looking at something you're not going to, I don't believe, be comfortable handling. Because any smaller than this, you really are taking quite a bit away. Now, there are exceptions. And I don't want to dive too much into all of that. This is just solely about the Little Buddy. There are exceptions where it's a 3-finger handle and it works good, but I mean to truly be comfortable with the knife and carry the knife in your pocket. And this knife, I've tried it out with the S90v version. I have multiple sets of scout straps, and I tried scout straps on this, and it works great. I just find putting this in one pocket or the other just works so well. But, you know, this would be great, you know, 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock draw, you know, with a scout carry. This would be awesome. It is awesome in that setup as well. So, you know, if you wanted to go scout carry, you'd have to get the straps, which is, you know, you're not going to get multiple ways to carry the knife. So, you know, if you wanted to scout carry it, the point being though, if you wanted to scout carry it, you could get the straps, but in the meantime, you can still carry this fixed blade very easily and very well. That is the whole point. This is the perfect setup. You guys will have to let me know what you think of the Asher Fixie here. I love hearing from you guys. Let me know which version you would go with, the S90V or the 3V. I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Always appreciate that, everyone. If you're new to the channel, we release knife and EDC content just like this every single day. Hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell. I'd love to have you here. I'll put up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.